I speak now to those who heed a darker call.
Alright guys, first off with the Necromancer. Pretty much any build you've played before is going to be a lot more fun now with all the essence juicers now, and you can get so much more resource regain. As you can see here, I'm casting Bone Spirit non-stop and I'm able to just keep it up and going. Feels really good. And also, if you notice, I'm casting it really fast too for a two-handed sword, you know, because it's really nice now that you can actually get attack speed on a two-hand weapon. You can also get it on your rings and other stuff too as well, and your amulet. And also, you can also cast Bone Spear extra times by the equipment you're wearing, such as your weapon stats. So yeah, you can craft plus chances to cast Bone Spear on your weapon. So you get a 30% chance to cast it twice whenever you cast it, which is huge. So yeah, pretty much any build you played before, you're going to be able to make it juicier and have a lot of fun with it. Alright, well, moving on, we're going to go to the next part of the Necro. Alright, next item we're looking at is Cruor's Embrace. Blood Surge consumes corpses that cause many novas, dealing 1500 damage, and the damage is increased by 10% per target drained by the initial cast up to 50%. Damage is also increased by 20% for each corpse consumed. So we go ahead and get into some action with these gloves so you can see them working. Look at these awesome mini novas. It's great. But you can have a lot of fun with this build. Not to mention it heals you non-stop too. That's what else is really nice about this unique item. Alright, we're going to go to some Helltide to actually bring some heat on this build. Throw some juicy packs of monsters at it. Look at that. Just cleaning house, baby. Yeah, I'm loving this skill already. It feels good. Definitely probably one of the best clear skills in the game now, I think. Blood Necro is definitely in the race for being an awesome build now. Alright, let's move on to the next new item. Alright, next we have is Ebonpiercer. Blight also shoots 4 smaller projectiles that pierce enemies and deal 13,000 damage. And that is shadow damage over time for 3 seconds. Basically, you know, turns your blight into spray and pray. It's really neat. Looks good. Feels pretty decent. You know, you can also use this as a minion build as well, because you can get a 20% more multiplier to minions from blight. I mean, I think this looks amazing. Blight's already been like a good looking spell for me. Like it's clearing really well. I just really love the puddles. The graphics are great. I'm not fully spec'd into shadow damage over time, so I'm not going to bother trying to kill the Helltide assassin, but yeah, I'm loving this. I really like this skill. Definitely going to start using it on my Necro, or my Necro build, most likely. But I also think this would be fun to use just for a clear build as well. But just, you know, even comparing it to the Blood Splash, this is nice. Alrighty, well, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next Necro build. So, Necro is amazing now. They've really shaped this up into a good working build now where minions actually really do some good damage. Tree's still about the same here, but the Paragon board, it really feels filled out and well, you know, for a minion build. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the place that minions are in now. It actually feels like a genuinely great build. You know, it's not the fastest clearing build, but it has the oomph. It has the big damage for what you really need to go out there and do content. Uniques, but just kind of show you what these guys can do. I just basically like to use, you know, you can use whatever you want. I like to use Blood Lance. I let my minions do the work. But They never, yeah, like I said, they never let you down. They do good damage. This is how Necro has needed to be for the longest time, and you know they're really doing a great job, and they're making it work. And out of all the builds, I've played every single build for this PTR, and I think Necro and Barbarian are the strongest two in terms of like single target damage. Now I know Druid has a bug and it does insane damage, but that's going to be fixed. But I'm talking like what I believe it's still going to be standing after the PTR is over. Like this minion build is solid. The new pit they added in, this does it very well with very minimal gear. You know, I got +4. You know, the gear goes up to 12 now. Just basic +4 gear, nothing crazy special. And these guys can kill really high level stuff. You know, they can kill level 200 monsters if you need them to. So, yeah, I'm happy with Necro. As you see, these skeletons don't mess around no more. They kill stuff. And it's really fast. So, if you want a league start with a Necro, you can't go wrong. Like this is just crazy good. They're just a really good all around solid build. You know, with the insane boss damage. All right, and yeah, like I said, there's nothing special. These are just basic legendary items. I don't have any uniques on right now, and just got points and minion damage, and it's going great. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed Necro builds and new unique items. Looking forward to see you guys in Diablo 4 Season 4. Alright, so before we go into the pit, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here. At the Alchemist, you got transmutation. We got crafting material here. You can make Abdusite, Ingolith, and the last one, go ahead and open up the folder here, Netherion. So when you go in the pit, this goes up to different tiers. It goes up to tier 100. You start at tier 1 and you got to clear it to go to the next level. Now, you drop the regular Abdusite to around tier 13 or 14, somewhere around there. Then you start dropping the next kind. Sorry, so bad with these names, the Ingoliths. And then around tier 45, 40-ish around here, then you start dropping the Netherions. But yes, you can always downcraft it to the other stuff you need. And I want to show you the Necro too, because I feel like this is probably the, you know, with basic gear, you know, just everything's leveled up to 4. Nothing super amazing, but I feel like the minions and the Necro build pretty much bring solid damage to where you can actually do this. So it feels really good. So bring in a Necro for this stuff, because they're really high monsters. You can't go wrong with making a Necro for farming this to start out with, because you really don't need much gear. It's very little investment for a lot of power early. I'm pretty sure they're not going to nerf Necro, but like the Barb and Druids definitely get nerfed for sure. They've already talked about it. But yeah, you just bring them in here. Like, these monsters are really strong. You can get one shot easily with 20k armor in here. These guys are no joke. Like, they're strong. As you see, boom, just like that, one shot. But you play much safer, you know. You'll get it done with the rogue. I don't even think I had enough minions up. Let me get them up now. Maybe I did have them. I just pulled too many monsters at once. But yeah, you got a timer. It's 10 minutes. You got to kill the boss before the timer runs out. I'm forgetting the curse. It's been a minute since I played my Necro. Yeah, earlier today. Let's get these guys to work. Come on. Kill some stuff, my buddies. But yeah, this is about as bad as it can get in here, as you see. I step in that poison, I'm almost dead instantly. But yeah, you just go through here, you clear 2 zones, move on, you go to the next. I'll go ahead and fast forward to the boss. Okay, so yeah, here in these 40s, these monsters are really high level. 142, 143. And they hit hard. You can die really easy in here. So basically, you just gotta clear 2 waves. Or basically 2 zones. Then after you clear the 2 zones, you go to a boss. If you die, you got a 10-minute timer to do the whole thing, and if you die, you'll lose like a minute off your timer. So you want to try to avoid dying at all possible, because these guys, yep, they can kill you quick. So yep, after you clear the 2 zones and you got a boss you got to kill, and just basically beat it before the timer's up and you get your upgrading materials. Go ahead and fast forward to the boss. Alright, we should be closing in the boss. And I can't tell you how nice it is to have necros when you're fighting suppressor monsters when these guys hit this hard. It is so nice that they can go inside the suppressor circle and kill for you. Alright, here we go. See, I feel like these guys do really good damage for how high level these bosses are. 142. The skeletons are just beating him down really well. And remember, I have basic gear, nothing special. Necro's doing work. There you go. Guarantee you it wouldn't have been any easier on any other class right now, you know, unless you're using the barb, which is getting nerfed down a little bit, and then the druid, which is an actual bug, but that's getting fixed. But this is what you got to do. Here you are. Then you get your mastery chest. Pick all this up so you can see what you get. These ingots. And I now have my upgrade materials. So I got 20 Netherions, which that can convert into about 800 abducites. So you can get about 800 of these in one run once you're up in the 40s. So that's how you get your materials to do your masterworking and upgrading the levels. Alright, so they haven't released completely about what's going to happen with next league. I think it's going to have a lot to do with the Helltide changes they have, because the Helltide's like revamped and awesome now, and there's like these really hard monsters that spawn all the time. But other than that, you know, we got the one new boss, Andariel. I'm going to go ahead and show you. We have Uber bosses of every version too. So we got basically, yes, an Uber version of every single boss in the game now. And they're going to be monster level 200. And they have a ton of life. And they have some harder mechanics you got to deal with. They will do some new attacks, and they can be very difficult to beat. Like Uber Gregor. I'm going to show you what it costs to summon him. But once you get him down almost halfway, he does this thing where you can't even use healing potions or nothing like that, and you have to like dodge everything and kill his ads, and it can be pretty difficult. Like the only easy way I've beaten him was with like a bug druid in the group that one-shot him, but like you get 4 guys in there DPSing them down with an average build. It takes probably about 10 minutes to kill one. They do take some serious beating on too. Well, let me go ahead and go in here in the hall pendant, and I'll show you what we're looking at to do the Ubers. Now, keep in mind too, this is the PTR. Stuff's going to change. Like, I think the drops are even messed up. Like, it does drop a ton of loot for the Uber bosses, but it's the wrong. Like, it's not even item level 925. It's all like low stuff from like level 70 versions of the boss. So I'm sure they're going to fix all that. But yep, all you do is you basically just come up to the altar like you normally would. And you know, you need 5 living steel, but if you want to do the Uber version, here you go. You need 3 of these Stygian stones and 25 living steel to summon the Uber version, which is, and they're all level 200. So you got Zir, you got the Beast in the Ice, you got Gregor, Barshan, Duriel. They all have an Uber version. And well, I hope this little guide went through and helped you with a lot of stuff and understanding what's coming in 1.4 and Season 4. This game is looking amazing. They're doing a great job. I'm going to go ahead and show you the new Andariel fight from Dat Mods. They did a group fight on it. I haven't been able to get into them because it's some kind of bug with the curse doll, but you need these shackles and curse dolls to summon Andriel, and I'll go ahead and show you that fight. Thanks for watching, guys, and also we'll have the videos further in depth on all the classes and the unique items they got and their changes. So you can check my channel out for those videos. I'll also put them in the description.